Once upon a time, in a small village, lived a young boy named Rowan. He harbored grand dreams and aspirations for his future, yearning to become a successful businessman and lead a luxurious life. However, he grappled with the challenge of discipline and consistency needed to achieve his goals. Often, he found himself succumbing to procrastination and impulsive decisions. One day, as he aimlessly roamed through the village, he chanced upon an old monk seated beneath a tree. The monk's serene countenance and wisdom intrigued Rowan, prompting him to approach with hesitation. "Excuse me, sir," Rowan said hesitantly. "May I ask you a question?" The monk opened his eyes and smiled. "Of course, my child. What is it that you seek?" Rowan hesitated briefly before blurting out, "I want to achieve success and realize my dreams, but I struggle to adhere to a routine or develop good habits. What should I do?" The monk chuckled softly before responding, "My dear child, your habits determine your future. The things you do every day shape your life and influence your success. To achieve greatness, you must first cultivate good habits." Perplexed, Rowan inquired, "But how do I develop good habits?" The monk smiled once more and said, "Let me share a story with you. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a man who was impoverished and possessed nothing but a small plot of land. Determined to make a change, he decided to start a garden. He toiled diligently, planting seeds, tending to the soil, and nurturing his plants daily. Initially, the garden was modest and unremarkable. However, he persisted, nurturing it consistently. Over time, it blossomed into the most splendid garden in the entire village, drawing admirers from far and wide. Rowan was captivated by the story and asked, "What does this story have to do with developing good habits?" The monk smiled again and replied, "The man in the story developed the habit of working on his garden every day. He did not falter or grow disheartened when the garden was small and unimpressive. He persevered, and with time, it transformed into something extraordinary. The same principle applies to developing good habits. You must start small, remain consistent, and never give up. Eventually, your habits will shape your life and determine your success." Inspired by the monk's words, Rowan decided to take action and commence his journey of cultivating good habits. He began modestly, rising early each day to exercise, and developed a habit of reading books and acquiring knowledge. Over time, his habits began molding his life, and he witnessed success in his business ventures. One day, Rowan returned to the village and sought out the old monk. Gratitude filled his heart as he said, "Thank you for your profound wisdom. My habits have indeed paved the way for my future, and I owe it all to you." The monk smiled once again and said, "My dear child, the wisdom was always within you. I merely helped you recognize it. Remember, your habits decide your future. Choose them wisely." With renewed determination, Rowan left the village, continuing his journey towards success, knowing that his habits would always guide him towards greatness. As Rowan persisted on his path to success, he encountered numerous obstacles and challenges. Yet he kept in mind the monk's words, "Your habits decide your future." He remained disciplined and focused on his goals, nurturing good habits as the foundation of his success. One day, Rowan found himself in a dire situation as his business faced adversity, teetering on the brink of collapse. Lost and disheartened, he recalled the monk's teachings and sought out his guidance, asking, "What shall I do when my habits and hard work seem insufficient?" The monk smiled and responded, "My dear child, there will be times when even the best habits and hard work may not suffice. It is in those moments of adversity that we must rely on our inner strength and perseverance. Keep pushing forward and never relinquish your dreams. Your habits will ultimately lead you to success." Rowan embraced the monk's advice and refused to yield. He continued to toil diligently, nurturing good habits even in the face of adversity. Over time, his efforts bore fruit, and his business flourished once more. He achieved the success he had always envisioned. Years later, Rowan returned to the village, hoping to express his gratitude to the monk once more. To his surprise, he found only a small statue beneath the tree where the monk had once sat. Bewildered, he inquired of a passerby, "What happened to the monk who used to sit here?" The passerby replied, "That was Gautama Buddha, a great sage who lived many years ago. His teachings have guided people for centuries." Rowan was awestruck, realizing that the monk who had imparted such profound wisdom was none other than Gautama Buddha himself. He felt an overwhelming sense of awe and gratitude, knowing that he had been blessed to receive guidance from one of history's greatest teachers. With renewed purpose, Rowan continued his journey towards success, always mindful of the lessons he had gleaned from Buddha. He comprehended that good habits were not formed overnight, but demanded consistent effort and dedication. He ingrained habits of rising early, daily exercise, and continuous learning, all while visualizing himself as a prosperous entrepreneur. Rowan's habits continued to shape his life, propelling him to remarkable success in his business ventures. His company expanded, and he earned a reputation as one of the region's most respected and influential entrepreneurs. However, Rowan never forgot the teachings he had received from Buddha. He understood that his habits were instrumental in his success, and he remained committed to nurturing good habits throughout his life. Reflecting on his journey, Rowan realized that his encounter with Buddha had been a pivotal moment. It had illuminated the power of good habits, discipline, and consistency. He cherished the wisdom bestowed upon him by one of history's greatest spiritual leaders. In the end, Rowan understood that his habits had indeed shaped his future. He recognized that with the right mindset and unwavering dedication, anyone could achieve greatness and success. The story's moral resonated. Our habits play a crucial role in shaping our lives and determining our future. By cultivating good habits and remaining disciplined and focused on our goals, we can achieve incredible success and realize our dreams. Moreover, the tale emphasized the importance of seeking wisdom and guidance from those with greater experience and knowledge. Rowan's life had been profoundly impacted by the teachings of Buddha, one of history's most esteemed spiritual leaders. Ultimately, the story conveyed the message that with the right mindset and dedication, anything was possible. By putting in the effort and cultivating the right habits and attitudes, individuals could achieve greatness and success in their lives. As the saying goes, you are the architect of your own destiny. Your habits will determine whether you build a palace or a prison. Success, as the story highlighted, was not a random occurrence, but the outcome of daily habits chosen wisely.